A Thermos flask addresses one key need, which is preserving the desired temperature of your food and beverages at extended periods. So why is this such a key need? So the first one, it provides thermal comfort. Keeping your cold drink during a hot weather or keeping your drink hot during a cold weather is not just a preference. This also provides comfort and even emotional satisfaction. A thermos can help you to make sure that the comfort is always available. So the second one, it is convenient and time saving. Preparing your food in advance and having them to stay at the right temperature means you don't have to refrigerate or reheat them. So this can save your time, your effort, and also your energy. So the third one, a thermos flask can ensure your health and your safety. This is because maintaining the temperature of your food can prevent the bacteria growth in your food. This is extremely important when you are preparing your lunchbox for kids or people with medical needs. A thermos flask can help you to make sure the food is safe to consume for a longer periods.
Let's talk about who specifically need these products. First, we have students. They often need to bring tea or coffee to campus to stay awake during long classes. Next are outdoor workers like construction workers. They usually work under a hot sun and need cold water to stay hydrated. Lastly, we have office workers. They prefer having a hot drinks like coffee or tea at their desk throughout the entire day to stay productive. So, this product meets the different needs of these three main groups, making it useful for both hot and cold beverages depending on the situation.
For the next question, how often do people experience this problem? People commonly face this issue of the drinks losing their desired temperature, either becoming too cold or maybe too warm. This is especially true for those who always bring beverages to school, work, or maybe during a travel. The problem occurs frequently because most standard thermos do not retain heat efficiently over long periods. According to thermal physics, this is due to heat transfer process, which is convection, conduction, and radiation, by causing the beverage to gradually reach room temperature. So, for the next question is when does this problem happen? This problem might happen in the morning, during long classes or meetings, during outdoor activities, while commuting or traveling, or maybe in air-conditioned environments.
The next question is, how big is the problem for users and customers? It is a very big problem as it leads to unwasted costs. This can happen when individuals buy go-to drinks, hot drinks for example. They tend to throw it away when the drinks become cold, and that leads to wasting money. Moreover, more energy will be used to reheat the drinks. For example, as students who have limited access in reheating options, it will be very inconvenient as we need to use extra electricity and also gas that lead to add up to cost and also energy use. While from physics perspective, heating a liquid requires significant amount of energy due to its high specific heat capacity. For example, for water-based drinks like coffee and tea, that make repeated reheating not just wasteful but also not energy efficient. Lastly, it can contribute to an environmental waste. For example, when we take out the drinks from a cafe or a restaurant, they tend to put up the drinks in a disposable cup or in a plastic cup that can lead to pollution and also landfill waste. Hence, I believe that everyone should have their own thermos flask as it has lots of beneficial. For example, it can save time, money, energy, and also help to reduce environmental impact.
If the need is not met, drinks will lose their desired temperature, as this is due to the reason because of the heat transfers that manually happen. This may be because of the surrounding environment or the room temperature. First of all, it leads to the customer dissatisfaction. It will completely ruin their experience to taste the drink in the thermoflask. Second, it is waste of money since they spend their money on something that's not useful. Third, it's inconvenient as it takes an extra effort to reheat the drink. And last but not least, it is single-use waste increase as they throw away the thermoflask that is not functioning anymore.
Now, let's look at the unique features that make this product effective at keeping your drinks hot or cold. First, it has airtight lid with thermal seals. This helps stop heat from escaping or entering through air movement, so the temperature inside stays stable. Second, the bottle uses double wall vacuum insulation. This technology blocks heat transfer through conduction and convection, meaning the outside temperature won't affect the drink inside. Lastly, it includes reflective coating on the inside. This coating reduces heat loss through radiation, which is another way heat travels.
Our product concept is an advanced thermos flask, so we introduce to you a durable lightweight thermos that maximizes thermal insulation by applying the principles of heat transfer control. In that way, it can keep the liquid at the desired temperature longer than the standard flask.
For the question number 3, do you have any technical issues to solve? Yes, we have few technical issues to solve. And for the first one is heat transfer control. The problem is preventing heat from escaping for hot drinks or entering for cold drink. So for physics concepts, there are 3 types of heat transfer, which is we can reduce conduction, convection and also radiation. For conduction, heat travels through the thermos material. You want to minimize this by using materials with low thermal conductivity. Second one, for convection, movement of air or liquid carries heat. You prevent this by using a vacuum layer inside the thermos, which removes air and stops convection. And for the last one is radiation, which is heat radiates in the form of infrared energy. This can be reduced by using reflective inner coatings like silver or aluminium to reflect heat back into the drink. So the conclusion, a good thermos design must block or reduce all 3 of these heat transfer paths. For the second issue is material selection. The problem is choosing the best insulating materials. For the physics concept, you need to select materials with low thermal conductivity, meaning they do not easily allow heat to pass through. Examples of good insulating materials, we can use stainless steels, we can use in double wall structure, or you can use foam insulation or vacuum layers between walls. And for the last option is we can use plastic caps with silicone seals to reduce conductive loss through the lid. This concept is based on Fourier's law, which states that heat transfer is proportional to thermal conductivity.
For the third issue is thermal retention duration. The problem is maximizing the numbers of hours the thermos can keep the drinks hot or cool, and the physics concept to solve this is heat transfer mechanism. There are 3 heat transfer mechanism, which is conduction, convection and radiation, same as what Shazza mentioned before. Hence, the slower the heat transfer, the longer the thermal retention. Lastly is seal and lid effectiveness. The problem is preventing heat to escape through the lid or openings. And to help this, the physics concept is to increase the internal pressure. This is because a good seal maintains pressure and keeps the vapor from escaping, which helps prevent heat loss due to evaporation, which is a cooling process. Hence, the lid must be strong enough to handle internal pressure while remaining airtight.
In conclusion, our thermos flask is made with strong yet portable materials. It is ideal for daily use, whether indoors or outdoors. Beyond keeping drinks hot or cold, it also provides thermal comfort, convenience, time saving and food safety, making it an essential item for modern on-the-go lifestyle.